Aloha, Richard Halverson here. This is ITS227. And today I'm going to get you started on the challenge activities in Chapter 2. So let me share my screen. All right, so Chapter 2, let's go to the textbook. And if you click on my activity, you can see your activity for participation, challenges, and the labs. And we're doing Chapter 2. And so, of course, you should click through the participation activities. And we're going to do there's a challenge activity in 2.2, 2.4, 2.5, 2.6, 2.7, and 2.9. So let's take a look at 2.2, going over basic HTML tags. And so you should, you should probably memorize because there's always going to be times when you're going to have to know a little bit of HTML. So the paragraph tag is very common. It's to break up things in the paragraph. One thing to note is white space is just, they don't, browsers treat all sequences of white space as a single white space character. So, you can have all kinds of spaces around here. And let's see. Well, I can show you that later. Yeah, so here, for example, when you render this web page, it looks like this, and we want it to look like this. So we can put break tags here, and that's what they want us to do. Put some break tags here. And now when you render the page, now it looks like this. But the point is the white space doesn't matter. You can put, all kinds of stuff. Oh, not there, but obviously, but like this, and you render it and it still looks the same, okay? Because all of this white space here is treated, it's probably treated as nothing. Is there a space at that? I guess maybe there is. And all this white space is just treated as one white space and so on. So that's the key thing about white space. And then you should get used to, well, the heading tags, they definitely make a difference when you surround something in the heading H2/H2 tag. That's what makes it look like this. The H1 is a little bit bigger, that's why it's up here. And then this is a paragraph here, and it just shows up like this. All right, so let's go down to the challenge activity. Let's not fool around here. Oh, these are the text formatting tags. You should probably memorize these. Here's a nice table with them. The important ones really, I think, are the bold, italic, maybe underline, and but the rest of them are all sort of some more semantic definitions rather than just making some text bold or italic. But it's better if you use these semantic tags. So instead of using bold, use strong. Instead of using italic, use emphasis, and so on. All right, so here's a challenge activity. Modify the sentence in the poem to end with a break tag, except the last sentence. Modify each sentence in the poem to end with a break tag, except the last sentence. And here it shows what we want it to look like, and basically putting a break tag there, 2, 3, 3 break tags. Okay, so that must mean, start. We're going to put a break tag here, and we can go like that if we want to, but we don't have to. So I'm going to put one copy here and here. Okay, so that's 3 breaks, and let's check to see if it's correct. And yes, it is. All right, so the second one is wrap the paragraphs in a section tag. So like section tags, okay, I guess put each sentence in a separate paragraph. So I guess we want to do something like this slash P, and then this is a new P. Oops. And we want, I'm going to copy this like this. And I'm going to put one of them here. And put one of them here. But then wrap each paragraph in a section tag. Well, I guess I'm supposed to do this. And then let me do this. Copy. Then do a paste. And a paste. Right. And then I have to end the section tag. So I'm going to do one more paste and delete this. Okay, so that's what I think. It's got like that, like that, like that. And so let's check this. Testing the number of section tag names. Yours expected different. Mine's number of section tag names. Yeah, I don't need I don't wrap the paragraphs in a section tag. So not wrapping each paragraph in a section tag. So wrap all the paragraphs in a single section tag. So I kind of wasted time there, and I'm just going to take out these, and now it works. All right. Let's see what's the next one. It's before the first sentence, add an introduction, and then in the section add that. So let's see. Okay, so I'm going to add an H1 header that reads introduction. Copy right here. Introduction. And end the H1 tag. And then I want a H2 tag in the section, add an H2 tag that reads part 1. All right, that's in the, okay, let's see if that's, it should look like this, I guess. Introduction. Yes. Now, we can do this. We can open up a, notepad, Notepad's fine. And we can copy this into Notepad and save it. And I have a folder here called ITS227 on my desktop, and I'm going to name it test 2.2.html, just because I have to give it a name. And then I'm going to go to my ITS227 folder here, which is right here. And here it is. Here's the one I just created. And I'm going to take a look at it. I think I'll just double click on it and it'll open up in Edge. But anyway, so it opens up in Edge and it looks like this. Introduction is the beginning. Introduction, a bucket split. I don't think that matters. Oh, there's a bucket split. Yes. Is that what this says here? Ah, yes, it does. A bucket split. Okay. Anyway, so let's see if this is correct. Check. Oh, I know what I did wrong. These should be H2, and I made them H1. Why did I do that? Okay. All right, let's try again. And these should be H2, of course. Okay, there. Oop. Oh, part 1. That's why. Because I just copied it and I didn't finish. I must have. Okay. How about that? All right. All right, I owe you one more. Let's do the next one. Emphasize the second sentence using EM. Indicate strong importance of the fourth sentence. Okay, so I guess you can make this be what, emphasize the second sentence. That's big. Okay, so EM and EM. And then the fourth sentence, so it goes. Strong, unstrong. Is this right? Yes. All right, very good. Okay, that's 2.2. And that's this one. Let's go to the next one is lists. Okay, 2.4. So this is how you make lists. You have a UL or some sort of L tag, L for list, and it can be UL or OL for ordered list. And then these are the list elements. I don't know why it's I, but list item, I for item. Great. And you have the closing tags. Okay, these are the closing tags here. Okay, so an unordered list is just going to put bullets, but you can put all kinds of things. Okay, and you can see how that works. So go through this. Here's ordered lists, and here you can say how it's going to be ordered. And this type equals 1 will do numbers. Type equals A will do capital letters, and like this. I can do Roman numerals and lowercase Roman numerals, and it counts them up like that, and so on. That's for ordered lists. Unordered lists, you can have different kinds of bullets. Look, you can even have, this is an ordered list using lowercase Greek letters, alpha, beta, gamma. All right, so anyway, that's that. That's, and you can embed, you can have lists within lists. Okay, all right, here's a challenge. Modify the grocery list to be an unordered list. Unordered. All right, start. Unordered. Oh, and use a paragraph element for the text before the list. Okay, before the list is this paragraph. And then you want this to be an unordered list. So that's an unordered list. And this is the end of the unordered list. And then this is a list element, LI. And this is not Li. And then this is Li again. And let me go like this. Copy. And I'm going to go see if this works. Paste. And then I'm going to do paste and get rid of this. And so this is an unordered list, 3 list elements. Let's see what it's supposed to look like that. Okay. Let's see if I got it. All right. Very good. What's next? Paragraph element for the text before the list. You want this to be an ordered list. Okay, so it's the same as before. This is paragraph, but this instead it's ordered list, OL, not OL. And then this has to be LI, and this is LI, and this is LI, and this should be inside, this should be a P, inside P. Okay, that's the second one. The third one is invalid HTML. OL and UL may contain only LI, but not P. Correct the HTML, so each P element appears inside the open LI and closing. Oh, got it. Okay. So you want the P to be okay, I'm supposed to correct this. So I think it's supposed to be like this. Inside the opening and closing. So this should be here. Okay, you got that? That's what I think. Yes, very good. Okay, what's this last one here? Oh, it's nested unordered lists. Okay, so this has got to be a paragraph. And then this has got to be an unordered list. And this is the end of that unordered list. But inside this unordered list, we have an LI. And inside that LI, we have an unordered list. And inside the unordered list, we have an LI. And this is another LI. And this is another, going to end this unordered list. And we should probably close these LIs. And this is another LI. And then we have, I have to close this LI. So that's got to be, I'm going to put that here. Okay, so this closes this LI. This closes this closes this UL closes this UL. There's a new LI. And inside that LI, I've got a UL. And inside the UL, I've got an LI. And inside here, and then another LI. Okay. And and then I have to close this UL. See, this is closing this UL, but I got to close this UL. So I'll do that with this. Okay, so this closes this UL, and I have to close this LI. So now I got to do that. Close that LI. Okay, so we have so I can indent this to make it look more. This is LI, this is an LI, and then underneath that we have a UL, and then underneath UL we got two LIs, and then this is going to close. This closes this UL, and this LI closes this LI, and then we have another LI for burritos, and inside burritos we've got a list, and the two items in the list is bean and cheese and veggie, and then we're going to close that unordered list, and then we're going to close this list item, the burritos list item, and then this. Okay, so let's see if that works. Check. Hey, it's very good. All right. So that's okay. So that's 2.4. 2. What's 2.5? Tables. Oh, I like tables. Okay, so we learn about table tags. There's the table tag, and inside tables there's rows, table rows, and each row has got a column, right, or a cell actually. TDs are the table datum, and then table rows. A table columns can have a header, so there can be a header row, and then just rows. Caption. I see. It renders the caption above the centered above the table. Okay, so here we've got an example of a table. Here's the beginning table tag, the ending table tag. It's got a caption, and that would be this presidential nominees. And it's got one row, two row, three rows, 1, 2, 3. And the first row it says party and the nominee, party and nominee. And then there's Democratic and Whig and there's front. Okay, so this is how a table. This is the HTML code to render this table over here. All right, so make sure you understand that. See, this is an example. There's TD tags, TH tags, this is headers, and so on. Anyway, so make sure you understand all that. Come down here and let's do some. Okay, so here's. You can put tables inside tables. I think this may be what it is. Oh no, this is where you can make things span. Okay, so see, this is a 3-column. This is a 4-column table. 1, 2, 3, 4. But this in the second row, this second cell actually spans 3 columns, and that's because this one here, call span 3. That's warm up. See, and then this one, and here this is row span 2. Scrimmage is row span 2. So that's on the third row, scrimmage, row span of 2. Instead of spanning 1 row, it spans 2 rows. Instead of spanning 1 column, it spans 3 columns, and so on. And I guess here we're supposed to mess with this, so it ends up looking like this. So we have to stick we have to stick a Saturday column. Okay. So anyway, you can see how to do that. Let's do the challenge here. Create another row for Bob at the bottom of the table with the lowest score and the highest of 96. So, okay, so we have a table here. It's got, and it looks like, okay, I guess it looks like this, and we're supposed to add, we're supposed to add a bottom, Bob. We're supposed to add Bob to this table. I guess right now it doesn't have Bob. It only has Tim. See, we're adding Bob here, okay? So let's add Bob. Well, I'm going to take Tim, copy Tim, and I'm going to go down here, and I'm going to paste Tim, and I'm going to change Tim to Bob. BOB 85 and 96. 96. All right, that's good. No, that doesn't. Check. Very good. Okay, let's do this. See what this one looks like. Create another column on the right side of the table for January with project. Okay, so we have a let's see what we have a table, and we're going to add another column on the right side of the table for January with project one score. Okay, so let's see what this looks like. Okay, so we're adding Oh, okay. So I guess we're adding, okay, right now it's got Tim 80, 100, and we want to add, Jan. It's not January, it's Jan, a person. For Jan, we're going to add 82 and 99. And so that's a column we're adding. Well, if we're adding a column, we're actually adding a cell at the end of each row. And that cell is for Jan. Maybe it's Jan. Anyway, so I'm just going to copy and paste. So this is going to be Jan. And then we're going to add another couple of TDs here. Let me just copy this. Add a TD there and a TD here. And this first TD is going to be 82. And this one is 99. All right. Let's see if this works. All right, very good. All right, what was this? What's this one? Add a new row for Tom as the fifth row of the table. The header row is the first row of the table. Okay, so we have this table here. This is the first row. This is the second row. This is the third row. This is the fourth row, and we're supposed to add a fifth row of Tom with a grade of C+. So you basically just have to do this. Copy, paste, paste. So now we've got the fifth row here for Tom, and Tom's grade is a C+. Okay, that should work. I'm not going to bother to check it. Okay, here we're going to, on the leftmost side of the table, create a group column containing groups A and B. Group B should span 2 rows. Whoa, what the? Let's see what this is supposed to look like. Oh, really? Okay, so we're supposed to add this group. Student. Right. Okay, so right now this leftmost column is not there. Right now the first column is student, and student has got this is student, quiz 1, and then Anne, and then Jim. Okay. So student, and then Anne, and then Jim, and then Pam. And we want to add a group. So let's see, what does that look like again? It looks like it's first group. Okay. So I'm going to copy paste this. copy, paste, paste. And I'm going to call this group. And then I'm going to add another one here. And instead of and, it's going to be copy, paste. It's going to be one. It's group one, right? Right, group one. No, group A, and then group A. It's group A. And then I'm going to add another column, another cell, copy this, and I'm going to put it here. And this is group B. Paste. But group B it spans two rows. So row span equals 2. Is that how we write it? Yeah. Row span equals 2. That's right. Okay, row span equals 2. And so that takes care of this, of this row only has 5 cells now, because this is, the first one is actually this one spanning 2 rows. See, that's this here. So you see column B, or row B, or this cell here spans 2 rows. Okay, so let's see if that's correct. Good, it is. And what's the last one now? Here we're Violet. Let's see what this looks like. Violet and Schroeder. And this is what it's supposed to look like when it's done. Make Violet's excused value span Tuesday and Wednesday. Make Schroeder's span all 3 columns. Okay, so right now, student Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Right now, Violet's, yeah, I see. Right now it's got NA, not applicable. See, this is what it looks like now. Copy this. Copy. And right now it looks like I'm just going to paste this right in here. Let's see, what is this? 2.5. I'm going to make a new one. New. And I'm going to save as test 2.5.html. And I'm going to see what that looks like. This one. And it looks like this. I see. So I want to make Violet's excused go all the way to Wednesday, and I want Schroeder's present to go all the way to Wednesday. Okay, so to do that, I just make this be, this one is going to be call span equals 2, call span equals 2, column span equals 2. I got to get rid of this. And then this one is going to be call span equals 3. So I want that to span 3 columns, and then I better get rid of those 2. All right, how's that? Check. All right, very good. All right, looks good. Oh, that's it. Okay, so that's 2.5. And now let's do 2.6 images. Image tag. Okay, so we have this image tag, and the image tag is going to have something which makes it refer to the source of the image. And oftentimes the source of the image is even on a different server. Here it is, it's on a different server. Is that a real picture? Let me see. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to open up a new browser window and I'm going to paste it in here. No, it's not. So anyway, so we have this image tag, and then there's an attribute in there called src, and then there's this alt tag, and what that is alt provides a text description to use as an alternative to displaying the image. So here we have cat image, and then this is a cat. This has to be on the same server, and that's what it looks like, I guess. Alt of cat. If you put your mouse over it, I guess it doesn't do anything. All right. Okay, so make sure you understand how go through this. So you can specify a width and a height if you want to. It's useful to make it, to size it, make it bigger or smaller. And by the way, you'll have to put in one. You put in one value, and then it's going to proportionally, resize it. The width and the height. These are the different image formats, as you know, JPEG, PNG, and GIF or GIF. All right, so here's a challenge. Okay, add an image tag with the source of this. Okay, do that. And so basically, that's what it's going to look like. Is this a real image? Let's go and see. Let's take this, copy it, go up here, paste, and go. Ah, yes, there it is. It's a real image. So I want to put an image tag. I'll start. Image tag, image, source equals something. I think it's this. Let's just put that there. I might not need anything else. Check. Ah, yes. Very good. What's next? Add an alt tag containing my new car. Alt equals my new car. Now, what would this say? I see. Deliberately invalid. Okay, that's why. So now, so since the image isn't there, it'll show, it'll display that instead. All right, what's this one? Add the attribute of height attribute of 100. So I guess you can just go height equals 100. I think that'll work. You don't have to put it in a style tag. No, you don't have to put a style tag. Okay, so I bet you that's right. Great. All right, what's next? That's images. And the next one is links. Gotta know about links. Hyperlinks. That's what makes the internet the internet. Hyperlinks use what are called anchor tags. And so this is a hyperlink. And you notice that the A tag, the anchor tag, it's got an ending anchor tag, just like paragraphs and any kind of emphasis or bold, making it bold, or any of those tags, making them sections, titles. not images. Images don't need a knock tag at the end, but anchor tags do. And what's enclosed here, that's the hot link part. See, so it's going to look like this. This looks just like it's displayed like this, and you notice there's the little arrow hand there, and over in the right hand corner down here, you'll see, you know, the URL and so on. So that's how that works. And we learned about these and so on. We learned about these in the last chapter. Okay, so let's go to the there's absolute URLs and relative URLs. Relative URLs are on the same server. This is in the same path, or it can be on the same server where it just starts with a slash and it does not have this part, and so on. So let's go to the challenge. Here we go. Add a link that does that. The link should look like this. Oh, find more. Okay. So copy. So you want it to say, let's press start. Ahref equals quote paste end quote find more. Oh, capital. We'll do capital. Find more. And then I have to end the anchor tag. Ah, yes. Okay. What's next? Use a fragment to link directly to the section with the fragment identifier. When I roll my mouse over the link here, and I look down in the lower right-hand corner, right down here, I see that the URL has got this hashtag classification of living things. That must be what I put here. So I'm going to copy this. Copy. And right here, right there, I'm going to put hashtag, and then I'm going to paste. Just like that. That's what I'm going to do. I think that's all I have to do. Let's see if that works. Ah, yes. Very good. Let's see this last one here. Modify the link to open a new tab. Open in a new tab. I think it's space target equals quote underscore blank. End quote. That's what I think. Ah, yes. Very good. Okay, what's next? Let's go back to here. We just did 2 points. We just did links. We don't special characters. You should look at special characters. Ah, this last one, the challenges in the band web page. Okay, you should go through this and talk to the wireframe. This is what the wireframe, blah, blah. Go through all this, make sure you understand all this, click through everything, build a web page and all that. And when you come down to here, you do some challenge activities which have nothing to do with the web page. They're very simple. Let's just do them real quick. Set the web page's title to companies. Okay, so this looks like it's a web page. It's got a head. It's got the, here, so start. So I'm going to put a title tag in here, and a title tag looks like this, title, and then the title goes here, and you want it to be companies. And then you have to close the title tag. There. Check. Ah, yes, very good. What's next? H1 tag that's got to say that. Oh, right here. Oh, gee, that's so difficult. I'm just going to copy this. Copy. And I'm going to click that and press enter. And I'm going to paste that right here. And oh, I'm going to take this here and I'm going to copy this. I'm going to put that right here. And I'm going to put one over here too, but I'm going to put a slash right after the, right there. Is this what it looks like? Okay. Check. Ah, yeah, very good. What's next? Number 3, make an unordered list but it's got to be in order. Colors in the rainbow. Yeah, so I like red. It's color of an apple. All right, an unordered list. An unordered list. And the first list item, the first item is red. Oh no, I guess it's orange. 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 It's the color of an orange. Green. Okay. A yellow. L-I. Yellow. And the L-I. And the list item. And then violet. L-I. Violet. And the L-I. And then, oh, I have to end the unordered list. Better make sure I end the. By the way, you can experiment around someday by leaving off stuff, and you notice it's very forgiving. Browsers are very forgiving. They're very forgiving until they're not. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Yeah. Okay, what is it? All right, there you go. What's next? Add an image tag that goes to that image and an alt of that. So basically, you're just going to do this. So I'm going to just do that just because I'm really lazy. No, in fact, I'm going to do this because I'm even more lazy than that. Copy. Copy. I'm going to add an image tag, IMG, and I'm going to space paste. Let's see, SRC equals that. Space alt equals that. Close the image tag. I'm pretty sure that'll work. You can see if it works. What am I supposed to do here? Add an A tag UCLA to that right here. Like A href equals someplace, and it's gonna be UCLA. Oops. And the A tag is that. And is that what this is expected to say? Oh my gosh, that's wrong, isn't it? What happened? Well, it's giving me new things, but now it's Stanford. So okay, well you can do this one. It's easy. All right, what's next? 2.9. That was 2.9. Oh, that's it. Okay, so I'm done with the challenge activities in chapter 2. Thanks for watching. Hope this helps.